so much tradition getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Now the NFL's leading rusher a season ago, Josh Jacobs.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
A stoppage here following the play, and it looks like Josh Jacobs was shaken up and in need of some assistance. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
On play action, Prescott.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
This defense for the Steelers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Here we go, 47.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
Tanner Muse.
He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Now the 3rd-year man, Najee Harris.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
Well, it's kind of fitting. A couple days ago when we met with him, I said, what is it about your running game that's so effective? He said, I like to tag myself as elusive. He was pretty elusive right there.
And his teammates appreciate that because they know they don't have to hold their blocks for very long. As one of them told us, if I just breathe some bad breath on the guy in front of me, that's all I need to do, and he's gone.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
And they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
That's caught. It's Austin left side.
Touchdown!
Calvin Austin.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Steelers are on the board first here in Vegas.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They go with Abdullah again.
Taken down at the 42. The Raiders at 0-2 here to begin the season. And they come in losers at 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Harris running straight ahead.
Shoves him aside. There he goes left side.
He's to the 15.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Najee Harris, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Boswell for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line.
Tanner Muse able to record his 5th sack of the season. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
Prescott to throw on 4th. Looking deep for Adams. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
To the air on first down with Pickett. A short one there to Freiermuth.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Pickett.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him. And I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
Wise play by Pickett, sliding to avoid the hit. He also has the first down.
The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
And they run with Harris off the option.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Deep in the red zone, seemed like they had their mind made up that that was 4-down territory, and now they've got it inside the 5.
I like the way you looked at that because you're thinking just like a play caller and a head coach who gave the play caller that authority. It was 4-down territory. They went for it, picked it up. They didn't get the touchdown.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Steelers take a 3-touchdown lead.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 21-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Here we go, 46.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Hey, here we go.
Throwing, Prescott. Looking deep for Adams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Here we go, going to 54, going to 50. There we go, going to 53. Hey, kill!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. We've seen this offense do some unconventional things thus far, but they couldn't go for it on 4th down here, could they?
Could someone patch us into the head coach's headset? Punt the ball.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And take it right on the 30. Gets around him. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 48-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
1st and 10, here's Pickett. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Pickett back to the air on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Jones not quite the boost to the pass rush the Raiders hoped he'd be. Only 4.5 sacks in 2022. Still, he was a Pro Bowler in 2021, so plenty of hope that there's a playmaker left and one of the league's active sack leaders.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Back to throw, Pickett.
Flush to his right. And this is taken in at the 5. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Calvin Austin.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Steelers are able to add on to their first half lead.
Extra point now by Boswell. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
47.
To throw is Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Now Dak, he wants to change the play.
Play action now, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
Now Prescott. Open man right side, Myers. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run here. Abdullah. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Prescott looks to throw on first. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Well, there are several factors at play for why they face this deficit right now, Charles, but well, that's now 3 interceptions that he has thrown and just giving the football away. Pretty careless here in the opening half.
Yeah, I know that all of our parents taught us to share as youngsters, but in this game, you don't want to share with the other team. Keep it for yourself. Keep it for your team. Got to cut down on all of those throws, those errant passes, if they hope to get back into this game.
Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett.
He'll let it fly for Austin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan
being made
Coachman
for the
at our
second
EA
half.
Sports
Whether they'll
halftime
amount to much in a
report.
game
Coach?
that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Pickett. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Pickett will look to throw it here. Flushed out right, and he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
Pickett now on first down. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Pickett to throw on first down. That's caught downfield by Pickens. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27. A partner still in the third quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the fourth quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
Pickett back to throw. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Pickett throwing again on 2nd down. He finds Austin complete. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
On the give, this is Harris. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. And they give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive.
because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
They'll try to run with Harris. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
Now Pickett on 4th down.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Raiders are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Boswell for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Steelers 35, Raiders nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. But the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
On the move to his left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him, because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And he's got some space here. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
72 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Now Dak, he's going to mix it up.
They go back to Abdullah on 1st. And down to the 36-yard line here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On first down, Abdullah. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Again, it's Abdullah. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
A 2nd down run for Abdullah. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Kill. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Kill. We're going to 54. 1 8. Here we go, 47. Hey, kill. 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Buying time to his left. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. They're going to run it with Abdullah. But he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers, let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Here's Abdullah running right. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. Prescott to throw it. Rolling to his left. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Alex Highsmith making a nice play and getting the sack. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Carlson is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Pickett. Keeps himself upright, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Oh, Trubisky going to throw. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Okay, ready? Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 35-yard line.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And the Raiders are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And they begin the drive with Abdullah. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On 3rd down, Abdullah. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Got it. Ready? 70 Lions.
Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. And that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Let's go now.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. And this one is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Trubisky.
That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. He's into space past the 25.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Steelers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.